Hello and welcome. Today we are going to speak about wheat. Wheat, very well known as the hybridized wheat of today. Most commonly, wheat was always used that our ancestors used for their cooking purposes, and it was used in a variety of preparations. Today, wheat has reduced to just becoming a pasta or a cereal or a wheat roti, or maybe the refined wheat has become a naan, or it has become any product that is made out of maida. Now this particular wheat ancestrally was not bad. Why do we say that you should not eat wheat now as compared to ever before? More and more people today are being diagnosed as people who are having digestive disorders, people who are having IBS, which is irritable bowel syndrome. More and more people are having metabolic disorders today. Yes, today India is called the diabetic capital of the world. But did you know that diabetes is also something that actually emanates from your digestion system, your metabolism? So diabetes actually is also emanating from a metabolic disorder. So when we speak, people are about metabolism, digestion, wheat makes it a little difficult, but it never did when our ancestors used to consume it. Why does it happen today? In the 1960s, the hybridization process happened, and after this hybridization process, by 1970s, every wheat, every pasta, every cereal, every bread or any wheat flour that came in the market was always the hybridized wheat. So does it mean that because wheat gives us a lot of gluten-related problems, gluten sensitivity and indigestion-related problems, we should stop consuming wheat? Nah, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that let's not consume the hybridized wheat, because this hybridized wheat has actually changed the molecular structure of the gluten, and hence it has become more glutinous. It has become a little more difficult to digest. Did you know that the wheat that you get in the market today, in the processing, is processed with sulfuric acid? Because of this, it moves into your intestines. It is usually not getting fully digested, but yet it is getting pushed ahead and ahead. Now this makes sure that a lot of undigested wheat reaches your intestines, and it reaches the place where there is this thin little net from where the nutrition is to be absorbed into your bloodstream. These undigested particles enter your bloodstream. It tears that net. That net has such thin holes into it from where the nutrition is absorbed from the food that you consume into your bloodstream. The holes in that net is as less as 1/7 of a micron. But because a lot of our wheat is undigested and it is still getting pushed, a lot of undigested particles enter your bloodstream. In the process, it starts tearing that net, which is 1/7 of a micron. The tears become larger and larger and larger. A lot of protein molecules, undigested food particles enter your bloodstream, making your bloodstream also toxic. Because of the tears into that net, this process is called the leaky gut. Today, a lot of people are having this issue, the leaky gut syndrome. Now, what do you do to avoid all of these disadvantages of wheat? I'm not saying stop eating wheat. All I'm saying is stop eating the hybridized wheat. So how do you consume wheat, and what are the different ways that you can consume the right wheat? The ancient grain of wheat in different parts of the world has different names. In India, you will be hearing it as Khapli wheat, Khapli, Khapli wheat, or even Emmer wheat. This Emmer wheat is easier to digest and does not have so much of negativity or difficulty in your digestion process because it is not hybridized. It's not gone out of the markets today because more and more people are getting aware there is a greater demand for the Khapli wheat or the Emmer wheat. You find it on Amazon, you find it in organic shops, you find it in the grocers. Yes, its price is high. Its price is a little high because it's not readily available. The supply is less. The supply is less because the demand is less. As more and more people start demanding this non-hybridized wheat, the ancient grain, yes, probably the prices will also subside down. In different parts of the world, it may also be called as Spelt, or it may be called as Kamut or Einkorn. Now these are the different grains which are your ancient grains, and I would urge that each one of you starts consuming these ancient grains. Now when we speak particularly about the wheat, it's very important that let's not look at wheat in the Indian context only to make your rotis. Now wheat in the Indian context should also be seen that our ancient recipes used sprouted wheat. So when you take your grains and just the way you sprout your moong or any of your other dals, similarly you have the capability of sprouting wheat. Sprout your wheat, and this sprouted wheat can also be used as a porridge. You cook it later and then use it as a porridge added with jaggery. It becomes an amazing kheer, it becomes an amazing dish. Yes, that is something that you can definitely try. And the nutrient value of the sprouted wheat is far higher than the one that you get from the flour that you get it into your local mills and you grind it and you get it in your house and then you don't finish it very fast and it stays in your house for months altogether. This flour will have less nutritive value as compared to the sprouted wheat because it has life, it has prana shakti into it. What is another way in which you can consume wheat? The other way in which you can consume wheat is the wheatgrass juice. The grass of the wheat plants, you just chop them off and you may just want to either boil it into water and consume that water, or you may just want to grind it into the mixer grinder and take that juice. If you don't like it like this, take some warm water and add 1 tablespoon or 2 tablespoons of that green juice, the wheatgrass juice, add it into your warm glass of water and drink it the way you like it. But this wheatgrass juice, it is called the green gold because it is an amazing detoxifier. It detoxifies your body like anything. It has an amazing property of taking out toxins out of your body. And did you know that it can also prevent cancer and it also has the ability to heal cancer? So wheatgrass is tremendous. It has great power into our Ayurvedic texts or any ancient wisdom. So wheatgrass is an excellent thing to consume. The other way that you can consume wheat is by grinding it into your local mill or having an electric mill in your house and just grinding it at home and using it with the bran. There's no point of removing the bran and getting that extra polished stuff and making sure that the gluten content is high. With the bran, it is excellent because it also gives you fiber. The other way you can consume wheat is by taking 50% of your wheat flour. I'm talking about the Khapli wheat flour or the Emmer wheat flour or the ancient grains, okay? Now taking 50% of this wheat and taking 50% of vegetables. So if you have vegetables that you have ground a little as a pulp and you mix it 50% of wheat and 50% of these ground vegetables, you can make a chapati out of it, a roti out of it, a bread out of it. And trust me, not just that it tastes delicious, but it also is excellent because it adds fiber to your diet, it adds minerals to your diet, and it is extremely good as far as the nutritive content of that chapati or that roti is concerned. What is it that you can do to be able to make sure that the wheat roti that you are making is of more nutritive value? That can be done if you take a tawa, which is not your regular aluminium or your non-stick or your iron tawas, etc. You use a earthen tawa. So when you make your roti on an earthen tawa, it just doesn't fluff up immediately. It takes a while, and because it takes a while, it gets cooked extremely well. So when you put your regular roti on your regular tawas and it fluffs up in less than a minute, be rest assured that the starches in that wheat are not completely cooked. Okay, and hence it may lead to certain digestive disorders, but that does not happen when you use a earthen tawa. So that is something that you definitely must try. If you want to eat bread, then you try and consume a millet bread. If you want to eat upma, then you make a millet upma. All of this can be done extremely well. And trust me, it tastes also extremely well. You have to try it, you have to taste it, and you will love it. Did you know that whenever you are consuming wheat, it is best to add a little bit of ghee on your wheat ka roti? Whenever you are consuming that roti or that flatbread of wheat, it's nice to add ghee on it, and then when you are eating it with your vegetables, don't just roll it as a paratha and eat it with a little bit of pickles and all of that. That's not the best combination. The best combination is when you club it with the fiber which comes from vegetables, and when you eat it with the vegetables, make sure there is ghee on your roti. Now all of this, when goes into your mouth and you nicely chew it, mix it with your saliva, masticate it, and let that bolus enter you. When it is well chewed and well masticated, then that is going to give you no digestive disorders, as compared to that watching television and quickly gulping your food without mixing it with your saliva. That's not great. That's definitely going to give you digestive disorders. So this was about the alternative ways in which you can consume wheat. I hope this is useful. I will see you in another video with another way for natural healing. Till then, namaste.